Hi guys, my name is Amanda. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you guys my upcoming project plans for 2023. So I'm going to start with my memory planner. If you watch some of my previous videos, especially my planner video lineup for 2023, I had mentioned about possibly changing my memory planning planner into a different type of planner instead of a Happy Planner disc bound planner. That was a mouthful. Anyhow, I at the last minute decided not to do that and ended up buying this planner. I had like a coupon or reward points or something, and I love this cover, and the dividers are really pretty. It's actually I think it was a wellness planner, but I got it like super cheap, so I used vertical guts that I already had from another planner and put together this planner. So if you watch my channel, I started a series this year, just the very end in the past couple weeks, called Memory Monday, and somebody else had used that title, so that's not my original like plan or my original idea. But I decided to go with the Memory Monday theme and do a process video every week on a Monday for my YouTube channel. So I haven't done the monthly calendar here for December. I added an extra month in here. This planner actually does start in January. But I added in the week here so I could play around with it and see kind of how I wanted to do things. So there's a little sneak peek of my latest video coming up. But yeah, so that is going to go through for 2023. I have a whole year planner here. Hopefully I'll stick with that format, and I'll try to keep up with those process videos as best as I can. So that's my memory planner. Another big project I do every year is Project Life. If you don't know a whole lot about Project Life, it's basically pocket page scrapbooking. You have dividers that are sectioned in different pockets, so mainly 3x4 or 4x6 little rectangles, I guess you'd say. And you put your cards in and your photos in, and you make like a spread. Some people do it monthly, some people do it weekly. I've tried both. This year I'm going to do weekly. That's mainly what I've been doing the past couple years. Last year I did kind of switch and do monthly for a couple months, but decided to go back to the weekly because it was just working a little better for me. So this is a 9x12 album, hence why it's like not really fitting in my camera angle at the moment. But it's just a scrapbook.com album. It's empty right now. I don't have anything in it because I don't have it set up yet for the new year. But I've been using this size for the past couple of years. So that's what I'm doing for Project Life. I also have two, I guess I'll call them story projects. This one I started a while back, maybe 2 years ago, 1 to 2 years ago possibly. I'm not sure 100% when I started this. But this is my son's story album. Allie Edwards does a thing called Craft the Story, and she offers story kits, and they're usually like a certain theme, and you can kind of make layouts or stories or whatever you want to do. But a lot of people do these like stories with her stuff, and of course I would flip to ones that aren't her stuff. Here's one that was one of her kits. This is all in page protectors, but I'm actually going a little bit of a different route for 2023. I'm not real great at sticking with these, and I think even though I like the pocket format for this particular project, I have a hard time kind of working in that. So I'm gonna actually be doing something kind of crazy, but this page here, how it's measured out, I believe it's like 6 3/4 by 8 1/4. I'm going to make all the pages that size, and I'm going to take everything out of pockets and just use it as There's my baby when he was just little. Sorry, but I'm going to do that as just, I'm going to use it in the binder for this one, probably for his stories, but they're all going to be on like papers. And you'll kind of see why I'm doing that in a second, or at least where the idea came. So for my family story album, I did start one in a 6x8 album, but like I said, the format, me keeping up with it, and just, I don't know, it wasn't really working. It wasn't what I wanted to do anymore. So I decided to go with a Heidi Swapp storyline chapter insert, and I have a few of these and a notebook that they go in at the end. And what I'm doing is I'm using the pieces from those story kits, and I'm just going to go ahead and do the story in this notebook because it's nice and flat. You have a big space to work with. I feel like it'll just work for me right now, and I can get my stories out there and get them told. Also with albums, I have this issue where I feel like everything needs to be in order. And with these, that's not really the case for a lot of people, especially how I scrapbook. It just doesn't work. Like, you just can't get them in order, especially when the kits are like themed to a specific like theme. It doesn't always work with like order scrapbooking, which is fine, but it just makes my brain do a little extra work. So basically, for these, I'm just going right now, and I took some notes, and I'm like trying to use up all my old story kits and crush them, if you will. There's a whole thing on Facebook, or not Facebook, YouTube and Instagram about Story Kit Crush, where you try to do as many pages as you can from one kit and then move on and use, you know, just try to use your supplies. So that, this second one right here is using the Together kit from last year. And I have a few more. I haven't done the layouts yet, but I have some ideas written down on pages I want to make using that kit. So that is going to kind of continue into 2023. That's kind of what I'm doing there. Another project I'm doing, I like to do scrapbook layouts. Now this is just an empty binder, but I'm showing it for the size. This is an 8x8. So over Christmas, I started, maybe even a little bit before, I started doing a lot of 8x8 layouts. And I'll tell you here why I like this size. Here's my current one. I actually did a couple back in 2020, I see. And then I just, like, stopped for some reason. And now we're in 2022, at the end of 2022, and I got back into it. So the 12x12s, I was just finding that they were too big and I was having too much empty space. So like, here's a Christmas one. Like, isn't that cute? I like the smaller format. I feel like I can not have that big empty gap that I had when I did 12x12s. Because sometimes I just didn't have as much supplies, or I was really bad at like hoarding my supplies, or I couldn't find things that matched, and I just felt like it didn't go with the layout. So what I'm doing is I'm trying this 8x8. Now, I have an 8x8 binder here, and this one, but like, I've noticed doing these once in a while, I feel like the 8x8 is a little bit too small. 12x12 is too big, 8x8 is too small, I'm a mess. But, I did find Becky Higgins makes a 10x10 album, and I want to try that because I feel like 10x10 would be perfect for me because it's a little smaller than 12x12, but it's a little bigger than the 8x8, so some of these look really cute and they work, but other ones I feel like I need just a little bit more space. So I think I'm going to go with maybe a combination. I don't have any 10x10 albums, and I don't think they're very common because, like I said, I've looked multiple places, and that's Becky Higgins is the only one I found that does a 10x10. So I might save that as kind of like, if I do end up ordering one, I might just do like special ones as a 10x10, or like ones I feel like I definitely need the bigger space. Other than that, I think I'm going to try to go with this 8x8 size just to see if that will help me make more layouts, because that's another thing with the 12x12s. I found that a lot of times I just didn't have time to keep up with them and all my other projects. So yeah, that is pretty much it. I think I've shared everything. Now, there is like some yearly projects I do. Actually, I just realized I forgot one project quick. Okay, sorry about that. I had to go get the album. So, anyway, before I kind of forgot what I was doing there, I was saying there's also like some little projects I do throughout the year that aren't like a whole year-long type thing. October memories, or October daily, people call it. I don't do mine every single day. Same thing with December. I do a December memories album. I also do a birthday album for my son's birthday photos every year. And then if we do like a vacation or something, sometimes I'll do a mini album. Sometimes like little day trips or little special events. Sometimes I'll do like a real tiny mini album. I've done like 4x6 traveler's notebook stuff already and things like that. Just kind of depends what it is, if it's something with a lot of photos or, you know. But anyway, so there is that also that I do throughout the year. But my last big project, and I'm not sure if this is the album I'm going to use. I have this pink one and I also have a red one. I'm kind of leaning towards the red one, but I grabbed this one because it has the page protectors I wanted to show you. So basically this is going to be for my traveler's notebooks. So in the past I've done the Life Crafted albums with different page protector sizes, mixed that in with my traveler's notebooks, and then I've also done the traveler's notebooks that are like in the actual notebook, like the paper, you know, stapled together notebook. I've done a lot of those, but I have like pros and cons for both, and my pro for those was they took up a little less room in those compared to in the albums. But with everything else I'm doing right now and trying to get back into my layouts, I decided to just go with one of these this year, but instead of doing the different size page protectors, I was going to keep it simple and use just this full length size, which is like 4 1/4 by 8 1/4 or something, roughly that size. And it's just like the straight, it kind of mimics a traveler's notebook. So I have a whole bunch of these from lots of different albums and stuff. So my plan is to try to get like as many months in one of these as I can, and I'm thinking doing just these. I can get a little more in it than if I vary the sizes and do bulky things. So if I keep them pretty simple and flat, I think that'll work. Plus then my traveler's notebooks, that gives me the opportunity to like kind of tear them apart. So then the pages I don't use in here, I can go ahead and cut them up and use for layouts or use for my memory planner or just use for all kinds of different things. So I really like that idea. I think it's going to help my stash kind of grow a little bit and be able to use it in more places. So that's my plan for 2023. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you're doing any similar projects. If you have any questions about any of the projects I'm doing, let me know in the comments. And I will see you all next year, hopefully with a lot of fun new adventures and things to share. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all soon. Bye.